We are edging ever nearer to our last 6 players who will play at the final table tomorrow, all in the hope of winning €650,000 and that all-important title. Now, we've already had quite a lot of play at the feature table and around the arena today. Let's take a look at what's been going on in the last few hours.
Day 3 of the PaddyPowerPoker.com Irish Open begins with the cock of the crow. 41 players remain from 708 and 8 at this feature table. They woke with sleep in their eyes thinking, could I win €650,000? Maza now up there in seat number 1. He's an Englishman with a string of results, and he's on about 200,000 in chips. In seat number 2, Park John Wong has the heart of the crowd.
He was the nearly man from last year. Probably played the best of anybody at the final table. Had his heart broken, and he's back again.
A year older and more desire. Seat number 3, young Irishman Danny McHugh coming over to the table. He's on about 81,000. Seat number 4. Well, he's not 14. He's at least 21. This is the Swede Peter Eastgate. He's got a lot more TV experience than his years belie. And in seat number 5, it's Zizou Noureddin Ziane, who comes to us from Texas. A string of results in America, looking for the European mark. He's on about 142,000. Very well known on the UK scene. They call him the Marbella Kid. It's Paul Zimbler, who's got a lot of confidence in 275,000. And a couple Irishmen, Park, rounding out the table. Brian O'Connell in seat number 7. Who took a third, and then seat number 8, of course, is Christian Lohmann, who's the Dane at the table, and he's on 55,000, very short.
Sure, well, he's going to have to get moving pretty quickly, Jesse.
Well, with 41 players remaining, you can see the leaderboard as far as this Irish Open goes. Oban, the chip leader with 454,000. Close behind him, Sorrel Mizzi, the Canadian, with 444. And in fact, there's not more than double through between the top 8. A couple of Irishmen there, including the very highly regarded Mick McCloskey, who's in there with 273,000. There's over 7 million chips in play in this PaddyPowerPoker.com Irish Open. The reds are worth 500, the blues worth 1,000. You've seen them before, but new chips being introduced today. The yellows, 5,000 apiece. The grays worth 10,000. And wouldn't you love to have a black chip? They're worth 25,000 each. That's how they stack up here. Well, Tournament Director Liam Flood just announced shuffle up and deal. Big round of applause. Everybody here, Parg, deserves a lot of credit for getting this far. But what is this day about? They're going to play down to at least 8 or perhaps even 6 at the final.
Well, today is all about getting into a good position for the final. You know, it's not all just about getting to the final table. It's about getting to the final table in as good a chip shape as you can get.
But, of course, there is a lot of prize money. Right now, players guaranteed about €5,000 if they get knocked out. But around about that final table, it gets up to somewhere around 60,000 with all the stops in between. And it's hard not to think about the money, isn't it?
Well, I'm thinking about it. I'm not even there.
Blinds are going to be 4,000 and 8,000 for the first hour of play. And our first chance to see what Danny McHugh has planned. Well, he's got a king anyway. Sometimes that's enough.
Raised to 24,000.
3 times the bet. McHugh Parg on at 80,000. I mean, you just wonder if he's got enough to king queen, enough to lay the hand down if he gets re-raised.
Carefully playing raised when he came downstairs.
You know, when you've got a short stack like Danny McHugh has, you know, a lot of times people would throw away king queen in early position, but you know, when you're in under as much pressure as McHugh is chip wise here, no, you got to go with whatever they give you.
Quick re-raise all in from Lohmann. He has got a dominating hand.